love slut. Like a cum dump type of, like you want this. But patriarchy says you can't marry this. Patriarchy says, marry the virgin. But then you the slut behind her back, you lose her trust. You're gonna ruin her life. I want more men to feel safe marrying the whole because they're gonna keep you good. You're gonna wake up to sucks. You wake up, I'm already on freak shit. There's nothing you can't propose to me that I won't at least consider. I like doing household chores, but for sake, first thing in the morning, my man gets this and he gets it in any way he wants. And he would have crawl on my face and exactly. Start at home, where you really want to be. A couple weeks ago.
Hey everyone, welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. I am pretty sure that most of you guys know about this woman more so than I do, but I've heard of her name in passing, and that is Karrine Steffans, and I got this off of World Star Hip Hop, and she said more men should be comfortable marrying the garden tool. And notice how it's always women who cape for the garden tool. There is a reason why men don't want to marry known garden tools. We can all agree that men love them some hoes. We can agree to that. But marrying a hoe is a whole different ball game than, you know, just playing with her for a few hours, a few weeks or whatever, and then just going on to the next woman, or, you know, and in some cases, some men will use the same woman for years because she allows herself to be used in that capacity. But the reason why, my opinion, men do not want to marry garden tools is because while she might be doing all of that freaky deek stuff for him, who else is she doing it for? A lot of these women are not able to settle down in a marriage because they're used to different males, different men, and they find it difficult to want to settle down. And I recently saw a video. His name is Free Agent, and I'm so sorry I don't know his full name. I follow him from time to time, and he did a reaction video to this one woman who got online, and she was saying that she felt guilty that she wasn't being sexual with her husband. I think it was either some months or some years that she had not given her husband sex. And when Free Agent broke it down, come to find out, she was a woman who, while she was out there in the world before she was married, sex was transactional for her. And so when she finally got a clown to marry her, maybe he didn't know she was like that out there. So I won't call him a clown, but I don't know how you don't know. But so when she got this man to marry her, love her, give her provision and protect her, he can't get the freaky side of her. It's a misconception that being a virgin cannot have a fulfilling sex life. Because I'm here to tell you, young ladies, when you first get married, that's your green light to be as freaky deek with your husband as you want. The bathroom, the kitchen, the basement, the living room, everywhere in the house. I used to call it christening the house. And, you know, when people first get married, I'll joke and say, yeah, I bet you they christened that whole house. So there's a misconception that virgins cannot satisfy their husband or be satisfied. These women who are garden tools out here, they are the ones who oftentimes can't be satisfied because they've done everything with all kinds of different men. And then they like to project, you know, the fact that they had loose morals onto women who didn't do that. So she brought up the patriarchy. Now, the patriarchy, is funny how these women want to clown the patriarchy, put down the patriarchy, but they still want to be protected and provided for by the patriarchy. The reason why men wanted to make sure that they were marrying a decent woman is because when he went to have kids with that woman, he knew or figured that that was actually his children from his loins. And this is why some women today are having an issue with mandatory DNA tests before the father's name can be put on the birth certificate. Because you have a lot of women out here who are full-blown garden tools. And a lot of times they cannot be trusted. And another thing is, well, that's the main thing. They can't be trusted. Because when he goes off to work, he's got you up in the house and he's providing for you. He's loving you. Who are you sneaking in the back door? There's a reason why men don't want a used up woman. And I remember years ago online, I was telling women, I said, being promiscuous, it has an expiration date. Just about every woman that I've known in life who were promiscuous, and it wasn't a lot, because, you know, like I said, I grew up in the church, and please don't come at me with the church girls are the worst. I've heard that too, but trust and believe that's not the case for all women who've been in the church. I promise you. So a lot of y'all, a lot of people going off on a tangent, a lot of people who've been loose with their bodies, they assume everybody's been like that, and that's simply not the case. So one thing that I've known about promiscuous women is the ones that I've worked with over the years, when they finally find a guy that wants to marry them, either they want to forget about all of their past. This is why women get on these platforms and talk about, my past shouldn't work. It shouldn't matter to you. It's about what's in front of me now. You shouldn't be an insecure man because you don't like the fact that I was with 10 other men before you. Men are the ones who get to pick the woman that he wants to be with. And if he doesn't want a garden tool, he doesn't have to pick a garden tool. Another thing that I've noticed with some of these women, and I've known two of them, one white, one black. And both of them, one of the black girls, she lived with her fiance. He never did marry her. She was an angry, miserable thing. This was 30 years ago. This was before the term baby mama. Maybe it was around back then, but I don't remember it. But she had his kid, but he refused to marry her. And she was salty and mad about it. And she took it out on me because she knew I was not the type of woman that she was. There's no way I would have lived with a man. Most definitely would not have had a child by him. And I was still a virgin back then. So, yeah, she hated that about me. But anyway. So another thing that I've noticed about some of these super promiscuous women, when they find a man to want to marry them, they get to the point where, okay, we're going to go 2 weeks or a month before getting married. We're not going to have any sex at all. I'm like, ain't that something? So there is something to wanting to be clean on your wedding night for your husband. And some of these women, like I said, when they've been down in the dump with these men, when they find somebody to lift them up out of that dump, all of a sudden they want to forget about their past. I've noticed that. So men, please do not let these women gaslight you into wanting to be with them, because you're not just, it's not so much that she was a garden tool, which I think that's disgusting, as much as what type of emotional baggage is she bringing with her? Is she going to be able to pair bond with you? Is she going to be able to, be settled with you in your marriage? It's a lot of things that goes into that. It's not just the surface, oh, I was a garden tool type thing. It goes much deeper than that. Because it's some emotional and spiritual stuff that goes along with that. So that was my topic for today. Tell me what you think. Should men be pressured into marrying known garden tools? And I'll talk to you later.